Have you been to any concerts? You concert filler?
It's been a long time, but yeah.
Tell us about some of your concerts, man. What's your favorite concert you've been to? You been to a Blink concert?
I have not. I want to so bad.
I know you. I know.
I don't remember the first one I went to. I don't remember exactly what bands they were. I wasn't really into those bands.
Sure.
I liked them. They were all right, but they were more of like Tyler's thing. So it was like screamo kind of stuff. I think it was Blood for My Valentine, if I'm not mistaken. It was there. It was in Oklahoma City. And that was pretty fun. That was pretty dope. It was my first concert ever, of course. And it was this huge fucking open venue. And, you know, it's like screamo and stuff. So there's going to be mosh pits. And I've always wanted to mosh. So there's a mosh pit going on. Well, they decide to open this bitch up into a circle, dude. A circle pit. And, you know, so people are just running in circles.
Yeah.
In this big circle. And this one chick, I'm watching her. She's like running backwards. And then and then she trips. And I watched her like fall. And her head bounce off the ground. The back of her head. And I felt it in my feet. Even with all the music and all that shit. I watched it. And it went boom. And she had to get carried away, dude. Like,
oh my gosh.
I hope she was all right, but she knocked herself the fuck out, dude.
I like that. She's going backwards. There was this one clip. It cracked me up. Because me and the guys used to do this. When we went to, like, heavy shows. We'd dance. You know, like just being dumb, you know, being dumbasses and shit. I saw a dude doing it. I recorded it. I was like, man, we probably would have blew up if we recorded ourselves doing that. But I think it'd be really cool at a mosh pit, like everyone do something different. You know, like one person's doing the worm, one person, instead of a circle, they're doing like a square perfectly.
A square pit.
Some people are just dancing, and like, what was it? Like maybe some ballroom dancing, just randomly, and just a stupid breakdown going on.
Yeah, that's
in the
not a
background.
mosh pit, bro.
It should be though. That's
no.
That's
No. You do that anywhere else. The mosh pit is designed to mosh in.
We'll call it a
dance pit?
A creative pit.
A dance pit.
A dance pit. No, because what's the square mosh you're doing?
Moshing.
Yeah, but he's doing it around those other people.
Yes, he's creating the perimeter of the pit, so other people know that, hey, don't come in here unless you're ready to get your shit rocked, you know?
Oh, yeah, he'd have to be precise, too.
That's why you get multiple people.
That'd be funny as shit. Oh, my goodness. Good stuff.
So what about you? What about Cohen?
Me?
Tell me one of your concerts.
Oh, gosh, it's been such a long time. There was one time, I think we saw For All Those Sleepin', and then a bunch of like smaller bands, local bands we were supporting and whatnot. And oh god, there was a funny story, but I can't remember all of it. Like there was these two fat chicks that were trying to hang out with us after the concert. So like we just kept like slowly moving this way. And they'd like look at us and be like, ha ha ha, and start walking with us. And we're like, what the fuck? So they'd follow us out. I think I can't remember who it was. I think one of our buddies wound up being like, that was giving them the most shit, and then wound up getting their numbers. I'm like, you sucking motherfucker, dude. What the fuck? But yeah, that show, one of the early bands, it sucked. It really did suck because.
And not only did it suck, these fat chicks was trying to get.
No, like his microphone went out.
Oh
no! But he was so loud. He'd like try to scream anyways, but the music wound up being too loud, so no one heard him. So then he'd stop for a little bit, then he'd try it again, and those singers get into it, dude. They'll get get their face going, but like when nothing's coming out, like the shock that lands on their face.
Yeah, and then like it's kind of disappointing because now you feel like a dummy.
So there was that, but
I admire the persistence though for him to stay on stage and keep trying instead of just storming off like a little girl.
Yeah. Oh no, it was I'm pretty sure it was Beauty in the Color Red, and the band kept playing. Mm-hmm. They were all like just keep rolling with it. So the music was heavy. People were still getting into it. It was probably one of the highlights of that concert. Everyone was still getting into it. Eventually, the vocals did come back on, and he murdered it, killed it. It was fantastic. But
I thought you said it sucked.
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. I was in his shoes, and I'm all like, oh, this.
Yeah,
poor dude.
yeah.
Like I had no desire to be all like fucking dweeb. Like the whole time I was like,
Damn.
I hope this gets picked up. But the band was so like on point and killing it still. Like
You didn't
were
need the
engulfed.
vocals.
Yeah, exactly. You were still engulfed. It was sort of like just a non-stop breakdown for a while.
It was kind of like a dubstep
Oh,
concert,
yeah.
or like an EDM, kind of thing. It's
kids,
all
yeah.
electronic music. There's not really many lyrics in it. So,
Well, that's the
but
thing.
you can still get into it.
Yeah. Well, what the EDM, isn't it? You go to a rave, they'll play like a 10-minute song on a loop, but you're so fucked up, you're like, this is the greatest shit of all
I've never
time.
been to one.
I've just heard people talking about it, and I guess one of them was sober when they went, and he's watching all these people like fucked up, like being all like, this is the greatest thing, and he's like, man, this shit sucks. He's having the worst time, but everyone that's fucked up is all like, this is the greatest. I just imagine like Woodstock.
Bro,
was
I swear to God, like that's all EDM is. It's like I haven't been to one, but after hearing all of the like stories and seeing, reading the stories or seeing the videos and stuff, it almost seems like the whole point of that place is to go do drugs.
Drugs, yeah.
But the entertainment is there, so you're not just all standing there high as shit. Like just like, oh dude, what's going on, guys? This is awkward as shit. That music kind of drives it keeps the time going.
Oh yeah, it keeps everyone entertained. I was gonna say it might be. I think I'd probably if someone invited me to a rave, I think I would try it sober because I feel like it would be funny as shit. Could you imagine fucking with people? Exactly. Start fucking with people, dude. Yes, absolutely.
See, the problem with that is I hate that.
Well, not in a mean way. You can do it like you're doing this and like a chick's getting into it with you and you go, what the fuck was that? Like a bird flew down.
No, okay. See, you haven't done anything like that though, so you don't know how like that bad that could fuck with your mental state.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay,
yeah.
it's even like even smoking weed. Back in the day when I first started smoking weed, I was a teenager, and my mom, she thought it was funny to like be all like, do exactly that fucking like be like, what's
panicky.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And try to drive that negative emotion through the roof, and that doesn't do anything.
We're doing it now.
Oh, weird. That doesn't do anything.
What was that?
Other than ruin the person's good time.
What'd you
It's Mark. Mark's got his horses.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything but ruin a good time for somebody. And you're sober, you think it's fun,
Well,
because it is kind of funny.
No.
But at the same time, put yourself in the shoes of the person doing the thing.
I get that, yeah.
And you're trying to have a good time, and then somebody decides to just fuck with you. And it'd be different if you were actually doing stuff too, but you very clearly stated you wanted to go sober and mess with people.
That's a good point,
You might as well go to a freaking pre-K and start kicking kids. Like,
Well,
it's
actually, that
shitty. It's
sounds
real
fun,
shitty.
Well, it's like Billy Madison at the dodgeball thing. Have you seen that?
I have not.
What? Whatever, dude. But he has to redo all the grades over again because he never got his high school diploma. I think something happens where he's supposed to inherit his father's company, and he can't because something along those lines. But the whole point
Mr.
of the
Deeds?
film, no.
You said Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
That's Adam Sandler, right?
Yes.
I think I've seen bits and pieces.
But he has to go back through all the grades, and like he gets to, like second grade where they introduce like dodgeball, and he's just like wrecking these kids. Just like that chick that fell down hitting concrete or the pavement. That's what these kids were doing with the ball.
Yeah.
These dodgeballs hitting the back of their head, dude, slamming them down. Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, no, you're a good point. Yeah, thanks for making a funny situation a guilt trip. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that.
See, it's all okay. If you're gonna fuck with people,
you're right.
Okay, if you're gonna fuck with people, get yourself on the same mindset. Get yourself on the same level.
Okay.
You go fuck with sober people all day long, that's fine because they're sober enough to be able to handle that situation. Now, if you're gonna be intoxicated too and you want to fuck with people, then that's a different story because now you're also having to experience that same kind of level of, oh, things are weird.
Yeah, I get that. Well, I was just saying what I've been in a few fights in the past, and what was it? Some of them were with drunk guys, like fucking with other people that were sober and drunk. But it's all like, if you're sober, should you stay out of it?
No, okay, but that's the difference right there. They were instigating. Like you said, they were fucking with people.
Yeah.
And so you then as a sober person, or a sober person then should step in and take that under control because they're more sober-minded, so on and so forth. But if you specifically go to somebody who's not causing problems just to cause problems when you're not necessarily in the same realm they're in, it's kind of shitty. You know, it's just kind of shitty.
That's a good point. I'm gonna do it anyways.
That doesn't make it not funny though. You know,
I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways. But yeah, good point. You have good points all around. You are right. I'm not gonna do what you said. I'm not.
No,
gonna
you should, but I'm still gonna call you an asshole for it. But I want to see the video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.